Alliance formed. New construction options. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting order. Out and clear.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Out and clear. Awaiting order. Out and got it. Out and got it. Moving out.
Training. Unit
Infantry
ready.
report. Yes, sir. Got it. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit
Moving out
ready.
and clear.
Unit ready.
Sir, out and moving out. Sir,
Unit ready.
out and got it. Out and clear. Out and got
Unit
it.
ready. Construction complete.
Sir, got it.
New construction
Infantry
options.
reporting. Awaiting order. Out and moving out.
Training.
Sir, moving out.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit
Sir,
ready.
you got it. Sir, you got it. You
Unit
got it.
ready.
Got it.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Out and
Unit
got it.
ready. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Got it.
Construction
Out and clear.
complete. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Sir, out and
Unit
clear. Yes, sir.
ready.
Moving out.
Training.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Moving out. Got it. Sir. Sir.
Unit
Out
ready.
and moving out. Got it. Moving out. Out and clear. Yes, sir. Got it.
Insufficient funds.
Sir, you got it.
Structure
Sir, yes,
sold.
sir.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Unit ready. On my way. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Training. Unit ready.
Sir.
Unit
Out
ready.
and you got it.
Unit ready. Training.
Sir, moving out. Sir, moving out.
Structure sold. Unit ready. On hold.
Yes, sir. Infantry reporting. Sir, out and clear.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Moving out. Awaiting orders.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Moving out. Moving
Unit
out.
ready.
Loud and clear. Yes, sir. Moving out. Infantry loud and clear.
Construction complete. Low power. Building.
Sir, I'm taking
Complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building.
infantry
Unit
reporting. Moving out.
ready. Training. Cancelled. Training.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. You got it. Sir, loud and
Unit
clear.
ready.
You got it.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Loud and
Unit
clear.
ready.
Loud and clear.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Infantry report. Good as
Ready.
done. Loud and
Unit lost.
yes, sir.
Unit
Loud
ready.
and clear.
Unit lost. New construction options. Unit lost.
Waiting
Unit
orders
lost.
received.
I'm taking
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
infantry
lost.
reporting.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders.
Unit lost.
Yes, yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
ready. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
I'm taking heavy fire.
Ready. Unit
Infantry
lost.
reporting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Infantry reporting.
Unit ready. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Orders. Loud and clear.
Unit ready.
Sir.
Infantry reporting. Loud and clear.
Unit ready.
Taking heavy fire.
Unit
Unit
ready.
ready. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Our ally is under attack. Unit
Unit
ready.
ready.
Unit ready.
Orders received.
Unit ready.
Sir.
Unit ready. On hold. On hold. Training.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders.
Unit
Unit ready.
lost.
Sir.
Unit ready.
Got it. Moving out.
Unit reporting. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Good as loud and clear. Loud and got it.
Unit lost.
Loud and clear.
Unit lost.
I'm taking heavy fire.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Sir?
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Waiting order. Now.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Orders received. On my way. Unit ready. On my way. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Sir, awaiting orders.
Sir? Sir? Ready.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. Unit
Harvester
ready.
under attack.
Sir.
Harvester under attack.
Loud and clear.
Training.
Loud and clear.
Unit ready.
Sir?
Unit ready.
Loud and
Unit
clear.
ready.
You got it.
Yes, sir.
Loud and
Ready.
clear. You got it. You got
Unit
it.
ready.
Moving out. I'm taking it.
Moving out. Moving out now.
Unit
Sir, I'm
ready.
taking heavy fire.
Unit
Sir.
lost.
Loud and clear.
Unit yes, sir.
Training.
Unit ready. On my way. Unit orders
Unit
received.
ready.
Orders. No problem. Sir? On my
Unit
way. On my way
ready.
now.
Yes, sir. Order. You got it.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Unit ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
No.
ready.
Orders received. On my way.
Unit
Received. Yes, sir.
lost.
Now. Orders received.
You got it. Waiting order.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Sir? Ready. Yes, sir. On my way.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
No problem.
Unit ready.
Infantry
ready.
reporting.
Unit
Unit
ready.
yes, sir.
Silence. Harvester. Unit lost. Player was defeated. under attack. Base under attack.
Medic! I'm taking heavy fire!
Base under attack. was defeated. Player was defeated.
fire!
Base under attack. Base under attack. Base under attack.
I'm taking heavy fire!
Base under attack. Base under attack. Base under attack. Missile launch detected. Player was defeated. Base under attack.
Whoops.
Base under attack. Missile launch detected. Base under attack.
Okay? So we know for a fact that no regime in history has ever been changed by air power alone. Every single successful regime change required ground troops. And in fact, what we know from military history studies is that technology doesn't really matter, okay? So what's the difference? There's a video from just yesterday, and the United States and Israel fire 11 interceptors at this one mission. So you're spending $11 million to $33 million to try to stop a $100,000 missile, and you fail. But if the United States tries to intercept 1,000 missiles, it costs them $11 billion to $33 billion. And most of the interceptors will miss anyway. The second major difference is the depth calculation. So the United States looks at Iran and thinks, we have sanctions on them for 40 years, they're struggling economically, this will be easy. Iran has been preparing for war with the United States for 20 years, since George Bush called them part of the axis of evil. They knew this war was coming, and in their eschatology, this is the war against the great Satan. This is the most important war in their worldview. And they even had a practice run. In June 2024, there was a 12-day conflict. The Iranians were able to examine and analyze the strike capacities of both the Israelis and the Americans. They watched how the United States responded. They watched what weapons were used. So when the United States strikes Iran, Iran isn't surprised. Iran expected this. Iran is not primarily targeting American military bases. I mean, they are, but that's not the main strategy. The main strategy is to target the critical infrastructure of the of the American economy. The GCC countries sell oil, they get paid in dollars, then they recycle those petrodollars back into the American economy. They invest in the US stock market, they invest in US real estate, and right now, the entire American economy is being propped up by one thing: AI investments. And a lot of that money is coming from the Gulf states. UAE is building massive Two ways. First, cut off their water. 60% of the GCC's water supply comes from desalination plants. These are factories that turn seawater into drinking water. If you destroy the desalination plant in Riyadh, that's a city of 10 million people, they'd be out of water in 2 weeks. Now, there are some ideas that everyone believes, but that are actually wrong. The first one is precision strikes, okay? Everyone talks about precision strikes. We have precision bombs. We can surgically remove targets. We don't need ground troops because we have precision. But this is precision strike illusion. Can you name a single regime in history that was changed by air power? What about Serbia? But did the regime change? No.
Base under attack.
Milosevic stayed in power for another year. He only fell because of internal political.
Base under attack.
Every successful regime change used ground troops to occupy the capital and physically remove the leadership. But people don't want to do this because ground agents are expensive and they result in American casualties. So we convince ourselves that precision strikes will work. That technology has changed the game, but it hasn't. The second concept is technological superiority. In fact, advanced technology becomes a liability because it's expensive and you can't afford to lose it. You become risk averse. You try to minimize casualties. Meanwhile, the asymmetric side has nothing to lose. They can take risks, they can sustain losses, and eventually they outlast you, okay? The third concept is shock and awe, okay? This is the idea that if you hit the enemy with overwhelming force right at the beginning, they'll be so shocked that they'll just give up. Regime collapses, war over. But this is actually shock and awe. It doesn't work. Shock and awe only works if the enemy fights on your terms. If they line up their army and you destroy it, yes, they might surrender. But if they refuse to fight conventionally, shock and awe is just expensive fireworks. You blow up some buildings. But the regime doesn't collapse. The leadership,
I'm taking heavy fire!
and you're stuck. Okay? Iraq in 2003 is a perfect example. The initial invasion was shock and awe. The United States destroyed the Iraqi army in 3 weeks. Saddam's statues were pulled down. Everyone declared victory. But then what? 20 years of fighting. And this is what's happening with Iran. The United States is trying shock and awe, massive airstrikes, hundreds of targets, overwhelming force. But Iran was expecting this. Iran prepared for this. Iran's critical military assets are distributed and hidden. And Iran's strategy isn't to fight conventionally. It's to absorb the shock and then strike back asymmetrically. Targeting infrastructure, using proxies, leading the United States economically and politically. And the problem is, the United States is trying to play the 20th century game, while Iran is playing the 21st century game. And you cannot win a 21st century asymmetric war using 20th century conventional strategies. It's like the rich versus poor thing we talked about before. The rich are playing the multiplication game, and the poor are playing the subtraction game. They're different games with different rules. If you use the wrong rules, you lose. Okay? Every declining empire makes this mistake. Why? Because recent success creates Let me give you an example. In early 2025, the United States successfully kidnapped President Maduro of Venezuela. Special forces operation. In and out, quick, clean, successful. And this gave Trump an adrenaline rush. He thought, wow, the American military is amazing. We can do anything, okay? And this overconfidence led him to think that Iran would be just as easy. We'll strike Iran. The regime will collapse. Mission accomplished. But this is the same psychological trap that has destroyed empires throughout history. Hitler conquered most of Europe in 2 years. France fell in 6 weeks. Poland in 1 month. This success made Hitler think he was invincible. So he invaded the Soviet Union, and that destroyed the German army. The Soviets bled Germany to death. This is really important. Even if the war is bad for America as a country, the war might be good for Trump personally. And leaders optimize for their personal interests, not national interests. Let me explain. Okay? $2 billion
Base under attack.
$2 billion. That's a bribe. In exchange for what? In exchange for Trump being aggressive in Iran. The Saudis want regime change in Iran. They see Iran as an existential threat, so they're bribing Trump to attack Iran. Okay? And Miriam Adelson, a major Israeli-American billionaire, has been financing Trump's political career for years. She recently said she would put up $250 million. $250 in exchange for Trump's political backing for a third term. And here's another benefit. If the war goes badly and Trump is forced to use ground troops, he'll probably need congressional approval. And if there's a major war, he can claim emergency war powers. Emergency war powers allow the president to delay elections, executive authority, so if Trump is worried about losing the midterm elections, a war helps him. People rally around the flag during war. Opposition becomes unpatriotic. He can delay elections if there's a national emergency. He can consolidate power. So even if the war is a disaster for America, it might help Trump personally. Does that make sense? And this is a pattern we see throughout history. Leaders start wars, not because the wars are but because the wars are the they consolidate power. They distract from domestic problems. They create enemies to rally against. So you can't understand why wars happen by asking, for the leader. And often, yes, the leader, even no for the country. The first factor is the eschatological. This means religious end time. This is going to sound crazy. There is evidence that the world is run by
I'm taking heavy fire!
If you look at the files, you can see that there are necessary powerful people who are connected to things that aren't organized. And these people control governments.
I'm taking heavy fire!
There are different names for these groups. Some people call them the Sabbath Francis has influence in modern Israel and believe in prophecies, and the Sunni historical influence in American national security apparatus. And these groups have eschatological. They believe that certain events need to happen for their religious prophecies to come true. And one of these events is a major war in the Middle East. This war is necessary to bring about the Messiah, or to create heaven on earth, or to fulfill biblical prophecy. The details vary, but the core idea is the same. This war is part of a script, a religious script.
Baseline attack.
And if you believe this, then rational cost-benefit analysis doesn't work. It doesn't matter if the war is unbearable. Destroys the American economy. It doesn't matter if millions die, because you're following a religious script that you believe is divinely ordained. You're not trying to win a conventional war. You're trying to fulfill prophecy. Now, but it would explain why American leaders are making that seem completely irrational strategic perspective. Why they're ignoring military advisors who say this is a bad idea. Why they're proceeding despite obvious evidence that the strategy won't work. Now, the question becomes, is there any way regime change could still happen? Are there any escape routes? Any scenario where the United States successfully changes the arrangement? And the answer is yes, but all of them are catastrophic. Let me explain. Okay? The first possibility is ground. As I said before, no regime has ever been changed by air power alone. You need boots on the ground. You need to occupy the capital, remove the leadership, install a new government. This is how it's always worked throughout history. Germany, Japan, Iraq, all required ground occupation. Okay? So if the United States is truly committed to regime change, they will eventually have to And the pressure is building. Why? Because the GCC countries, right now. Their oil facilities are being hit. Their water plants are threatened. They're facing economic collapse. Okay? And these countries are going to demand that the United States protect them. They're going to say either pay Iran to stop, and we're talking about $5 trillion in indemnity the United States can't afford, or send ground troops to eliminate the Iranian threat once and for all. Binary choice, money or troops. The United States can't pay, so it will. Now, I know there's no political will. 78% were against the initial
Player
strike
was
against Iran.
defeated.
The number against ground invasion would be even higher, probably 90%. But political will doesn't matter. Remember, 78% opposed the strikes and they happened anyway. Leaders don't follow public opinion when it conflicts with their interests, okay? So ground troops are inevitable if the United States stays committed to regime change. But here's the problem. A ground invasion of Iran would be catastrophic. Iran is not Iraq. Iraq is flat desert. Easy to invade. Iran is mountains. 85 million people compared to Iraq's 25 million in 2003. And the terrain is defensible. Urban warfare in Tehran would be worse than anything we saw in Iraq. Tehran is a city of 9 million people. The casualties would be immense. American and Iranian, okay? Plus, if the United States invades Iran, Russia and China will arm the Iranian resistance, just like the United States armed the Afghan resistance against the Soviets in the 1980s. They'll provide weapons, intelligence, training. The war would drag on for decades, cost tens of trillions of dollars, result in hundreds of thousands of American casualties, and probably still fail. So ground invasion is theoretically possible, but practically catastrophic. Does that make sense? The second possibility is economic collapse of Iran first, okay? Economic collapse. The idea is that sanctions and isolation will collapse the Iranian economy before the United States runs out of munitions. The Iranian people will rise up, overthrow the regime, install a pro-American government, war over, okay? But this is unlikely. Why? Because Iran has been under sanctions for 40 years. They've adapted, they've built a resistance economy, they have support from Russia and China, who are providing them with resources and technology. And the Iranian population, even those who don't like the regime, tend to unify against external threats, nationalism. So bombing Iran makes the regime more popular, not less, okay?
Successful trading, especially for natural lifters, is genuinely very boring. If you looked at most of my training logs over the last couple of decades, you would see the same basic structure repeated again and again, with very small additions to reps or load over long periods of time. I ran the Wizard for roughly 5 years. I ran the Tactician also for 5 years, and the Barbarian for around 5 years as well. The exercises didn't constantly change. The structure was the same. And the progress didn't come from novelty every 4 to 6 weeks. It came from genuine progression, which I eked out over time and really fought for. Now, if any of that sounds dull or surprising, that reaction alone is often the first clue that something fundamental is off in how you approach training. So today I want to give you a tool to use to hold yourself accountable for training when it gets hard and to avoid the mistakes that natural lifters often make. Most natural lifters stall for one very specific reason. They never stay with the same progression target for long enough for it to actually expose what's working and what's not. They change exercises, change rep ranges, change goals, or they very quietly change what even means progress the moment the training stops feeling easy. Now, if you change the yardstick every, say, 4 to 6 weeks, you can always convince yourself you're making progress, even when your physique has not changed in years or your numbers on the big basic lifts have not moved. Strength will go up briefly, it'll stall, and instead of fixing the stall, the whole setup gets replaced. You change routines, even keeping the same exercise but changing the rep scheme can reset your progress. You have to
Alliance formed.
Awaiting orders.
New construction options. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Infantry
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Unit
Out and
ready.
got it. Out and got it.
Unit
Moving out.
ready.
You got it.
Unit
got it.
ready.
Awaiting order. Moving out.
Unit
Infantry
ready.
reporting. Got it. Got it. Out and clear. Out and got clear. Moving out.
Training.
Infantry reporting.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Awaiting
Unit
order.
ready. Construction complete. New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Moving out. Moving out.
Unit
Moving out. Got
ready.
it. Infantry reporting. You got it.
Unit
got
ready.
it.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Out and clear.
Unit
Sir, you got
ready.
it. Moving out. Got it.
Unit
Infantry
ready.
reporting. Out and clear. Infantry
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Sir. Out and you got it. Infantry reporting. Yes, sir. 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 You got it. You got it. Yes, sir. Out and clear. Yes, sir. Out and clear. Moving out.
Construction complete. Cannot
Waiting
deploy
order.
here.
Sir, moving out.
Structure
Infantry
sold.
out and clear. Yes, sir. Out and clear. Infantry reporting. Sir. Out and clear. Moving out.
Training.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Infantry reporting. Infantry reporting. Infantry
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Out and clear. Out and clear. Got it.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Training. Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
order. Sir. Out and clear.
Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Infantry reporting. Waiting order. Moving out. Out and clear. Out and clear.
Training.
Got it. Waiting order.
Unit
Reporting.
ready. Unit ready.
Sir?
Unit ready. Construction
Moving out.
complete. Unit lost. Cannot deploy here. Training.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Infantry
Construction
reporting.
complete.
Moving out.
Structure sold. Unit ready. Unit ready. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Awaiting orders. You got it. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Moving out.
ready.
Yes, sir. Infantry reporting. You got it. Infantry reporting.
Unit
Infantry
ready.
reporting. Moving out. Out and clear. Moving out. Moving out.
Training.
I'm on it.
Unit ready.
Moving out. Loud and clear. Sir, you got it.
Unit ready.
Infantry reporting. Loud and
Unit
clear.
ready.
Infantry reporting. Sir, moving out. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
You got it. Loud and clear. Infantry reporting. Awaiting orders. Infantry reporting. Loud and clear. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting. Moving out. Loud and clear. Awaiting orders. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Construction complete. Unit lost. Training. Building.
Sir.
Unit ready. Base under attack. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Loud and clear. Moving out. Waiting orders. Got it. I'm taking heavy fire. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Reporting. Moving out now.
Unit
Got it.
ready.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Loud and clear.
Unit ready.
Sir.
Building
Infantry reporting.
online.
Clear.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Moving out. Got it. Moving out. Loud and clear.
Construction complete. New construction options. Construction complete.
Infantry reporting. Loud and
Construction
clear.
complete. Cannot deploy here.
Sir.
Building.
Loud and clear.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Building
Good as
online. Unit ready.
Taking heavy.
Unit ready.
Got it. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Our ally is under attack.
Infantry reporting. Loud and loud and loud and. Moving out. Got it.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Waiting order. Got it.
Construction sold.
Loud and clear. I'm on it. Loud and clear. I'm taking loud and
Ready.
Moving
Unit
out.
lost.
Yes, sir. Got it. You got it. You got it. Moving out. I'm on it.
Sir,
Unit ready. Building.
awaiting orders.
Infantry reporting. Yes, sir. Sir. Loud and clear.
Sir? Yes, sir. On my way.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Loud and
Construction
clear.
complete.
Yes, sir. Loud
Cannot
and clear.
deploy here. Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Construction complete. Building.
Waiting order reporting. Yes, done. Sir. You
Unit
got it. Sir.
ready.
Moving out.
Unit report. Waiting orders. Moving out. No problem. Waiting on my way.
Unit lost.
Unit ready.
Unit
Moving out.
lost.
On my way.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Infantry reporting.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Infantry reporting.
Structure
Infantry
sold.
reporting. Loud and clear. Infantry reporting. Loud and clear.
Construction complete. Unit lost. Building. Unit lost. Building.
Waiting order.
Unit lost.
I'm on it.
Unit lost. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Sir,
Scanning.
reporting.
Unit ready. On board. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building.
Unit report. Yes, sir. Received. On my way. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost. Cannot deploy here. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Sir? On my orders
Unit
received.
lost.
I'm taking heavy.
Unit orders received.
Infantry report. Loud
Unit
and clear.
lost.
Unit ready.
Building captured.
Sir, unit ready.
Infantry.
Unit lost.
Got it. I'm on it. Moving out. I'm on it. Loud and
Unit
clear. I'm on
lost.
it. I'm on it. Moving out.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit
Sir?
lost.
Infantry reporting.
Unit ready. Player was defeated. Unit lost.